Dímelo, papi. Ya, diferente ya. Aquí ya llegaron mis amigos ya con la gorra diferente. ¿Qué vamos a esperar?
Fly ball, deep right field. Puig back on it. At the wall. Leaps and can't get it. It's off that new screen. Story can fly. Puig can throw. My goodness!
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Alright then. What's going on, guys? It's Fuzzy. Welcome back to yet another Major League Baseball recap. I think today is very ironic because just a few days ago, I was saying that this offseason has been pretty boring. You know, not too much has happened aside from the Paul Goldschmidt trade from the Diamondbacks to the Cardinals. And now we have Yasiel Puig, one of the most beloved Dodgers. All of you Dodgers fans out there, the first thing I want to say is I am so sorry. This is the worst Christmas gift. This is like opening up a gift on Christmas, expecting a PS4 or a Nintendo Switch and getting a pack of bubblegum or a pair of socks. Now, don't get me wrong, when you get older, you learn to appreciate socks, but this trade, oh my gosh, when I first heard about it, I was going crazy. Also, guys, I'm wearing a jacket and a beanie because I left my window open when I fell asleep yesterday, and it is absolutely freezing in my room. But that's besides the point. If you guys enjoy baseball videos, make sure you slap a like on this one, subscribe, because we have so much more to talk about. What we're going to do right now is, you guys already saw the title, we are going to discuss why this trade might mean Bryce Harper is confirmed, I'm going to say that word, confirmed, going to the Los Angeles Dodgers. We're going to talk about it right now, so don't go anywhere. We also have a few more signings to talk about, like Andrew Miller, Ian Kinsler, all that stuff. So again, don't go anywhere. Watch until the very end, because if you guys want to be filled in, this is the best place to talk about baseball news. Yesterday, I was on Yahoo. I went to Yahoo Sports just like I do every single day to see if anything pops up, and I see the craziest title: Yasiel Puig, Matt Kemp, Alex Wood, and a man named Buck Farmer was just traded to the LA Dodgers. Now, I was expecting to see like Joey Votto being sent back in return. No, they get Christian Bale, Mr. Batman, also known as Homer Bailey. So I'm sitting in my chair, I'm literally pacing back and forth. I'm thinking to myself, what on earth is this trade? If I'm a Dodgers fan, I'm absolutely so annoyed right now because, first of all, I get Matt Kemp. He's been paying a lot of money. I understand that. Alex Wood was not very good in the postseason. You guys would want to see him get away. Buck Farmer, he was supposed to be really good. Hasn't really panned out just yet. But Yasiel Puig, he's been on the cover of MLB The Show, all right? He's beloved in LA. I don't know why you would trade him. So again, the Los Angeles Dodgers traded Yasiel Puig, Matt Kemp, Alex Wood, and a prospect named Buck Farmer in exchange for Homer Bailey, Jeter Downs, and Josiah Gray. Now again, in terms of the trade, it is lopsided. The Reds won this in a landslide. They're trying to put some pieces around Joey Votto because they haven't made the playoffs since 2013. And a lot of people are saying the Dodgers, they absolutely got smoked in this trade. But I'm going to give you guys the silver lining. If you are Dodgers fans watching right now, please hold on to this. This might be a Christmas miracle. So the past couple years, you guys have been over the luxury tax pretty much every single year. You've paid almost $150 million in taxes and fees and penalties because you keep spending a lot of money. You're not winning World Series in return. But the Dodgers are worth $3 billion. They earned $500 million. And now, for the first time in quite some time, with the fact that they got rid of Puig, Kemp, Alex Wood, and they traded away Buck Farmer for a few other prospects, they are now below the luxury tax line. What does that mean? They could give Bryce Harper $40 million plus and still be underneath that. They're not going to get penalized. They still have more money to spend. So if they need another outfielder, preferably another left-handed bat to combine with Chris Taylor and Jock Peterson, they can add one of the best free agents in the history of baseball, one of the best prospects, one of the best overall players that we've seen when healthy, Bryce Harper. And if you really think about it, this makes perfect sense. They're trading away a ton of players that are aging. They haven't really produced at the highest level in quite some time. They traded away Alex Wood, getting his contract off the books. In return, they got Homer Bailey, someone that they can plug in their rotation, give them 200 innings, because he's not the best pitcher, we know that, but he is pretty much guaranteed to give you 200 innings every single year, maybe 15 wins, so he's worth it per se. And you get to free up space. Corey Seager is coming back. So when you add Corey Seager, because he just had Tommy John surgery, I know a position player getting Tommy John doesn't really happen that often, but Corey Seager, Chris Taylor, you have Bryce Harper, you have all of the other Dodger players in that lineup. They're probably not going to re-sign Yasmani Grandal. I don't think that they should. I think whoever signs Yasmani Grandal, that is going to be a contract that you regret for a number of years, because you saw in the postseason, the dude was like 0 for 100 with 105 strikeouts. Not even possible, but he did it. So in my opinion, that is the underlining story for this trade right here. Yes, the Reds, they absolutely dominated this trade, but I don't think that they were really going for players in this trade. I mean, they got Homer Bailey in return. They're going to get a nice little starter, maybe a 3 or 4 starter in the rotation. I would definitely take that if I'm a Dodgers fan. And if you consider the fact that they now are below the luxury tax line, they can sign a massive free agent, whether it's Manny Machado or Bryce Harper. In my opinion, if you take, I mean, just look at this picture right here. He looks so good in this uniform. I just think it's meant to be. Magic Johnson is known for getting the big market free agents. LeBron James, you know, he was the latest one. He's on the LA Lakers. I think next is Mr. Bryce Harper. So guys, in the comment section down below, I need you guys to tell me who won this trade. Was it the Reds or was it the Dodgers? The only reason why you should say the Dodgers is if you fully believe that they are going to get Bryce Harper sometime throughout this winter. In my opinion, I think that's going to happen. Now, if they don't get Bryce Harper, the Dodgers are going to be in a world of hurt going into next year because their offense, without Bryce Harper, without Yasiel Puig, Matt Kemp, yeah, I mean, they're still going to be decent because Corey Seager's coming back, but yeah, that's not very good. Alright, so if you guys like rants, you're going to enjoy the next couple minutes because as an Indians fan, this offseason has been brutal. Absolutely brutal. I'll be honest with you, the last couple years have been brutal. We choked the World Series back in 2016 when Andrew Miller was having an historic pitching performance. Then we went to 2017, choked a 2-1 lead against the Yankees. We got swept by the Astros in 2018. So yeah, it's not been a good last 3 years. And then on top of that, we're having one of the worst off seasons of all time. So the cherry on top is Andrew Miller just signed with the St. Louis Cardinals. So him and Jordan Hicks, that's going to be one of the best 1-2 punches, at least the filthiest 1-2 punches in all of Major League Baseball. And it adds to the fact that as an Indians fan, I just have to kind of sit back. I'm with you Dodgers fans right now. I'm just hoping that we make a move because what's happening right now? We are not doing well. So back in 2016, the Indians traded Justice Sheffield. We all know that Justice Sheffield is one of the best pitching prospects in all of baseball. He is so good that he was just traded from the Yankees to the Mariners in exchange for James Paxton. So back in 2016, the Indians had Justice Sheffield, who was drafted in the first round. I believe he was the 31st or 32nd overall pick, maybe even the 34th. We traded Sheffield and Clint Frazier in exchange for Andrew Miller. So we had Andrew Miller for 2016. He was legendary. 2017, he was the same. But in 2018, his ERA ballooned to a 4.24, and then in the postseason, I was watching him live, literally at the TV right behind us, and I'm watching like, this guy's not the same. I don't know what happened to him. I don't know if Father Time caught up to him, but he was not the same. His slider was bad. He couldn't throw strikes. As a Cardinals fan, I'd be down with it if he could have a 3 ERA, but just the fact that we traded Justice Sheffield and Clint Frazier, 2 top prospects, for 2 years worth of Andrew Miller, and we couldn't win a World Series, that's just a huge bummer. So that was 2016. Fast forward to 2018, that trade, I mean, it's kind of bad at this point because Andrew Miller left. We don't have a World Series. On top of that, we traded away Francisco Mejia, the top catching prospect in all of baseball. We traded him for Brad Hand and Adam Simber. They're all right. Yan Gomes, an all-star catcher. He is going to be our backstop for the future. Did not re-sign. He is now with the Washington Nationals. And then just what happened a couple days ago, just the thank you baseball gods for making Cleveland life absolute misery. Michael Brantley signs with the team that just swept us 4-0, 3-0, I should say. Yeah, he signs with the Houston Astros. I'm a little butthurt over that. I'll be honest with you. Come on, Michael. That's like a Kevin Durant move. Kind of. Not really. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and stop talking about the Indians before I get too heated, but we're just having a really weird offseason. We traded Edwin Encarnacion for Carlos Santana, which might have been an even trade. I'm not really too sure. But guys, in the comment section down below, again, let me know what you think of these two stories. You have the Yasiel Puig, Matt Kemp, and Alex Wood trade. You have Andrew Miller signing with the Cardinals. Now we have a few other things to talk about. But man, baseball, it's getting a little bit more fun. It's getting a little bit more crazy. I think we're less than 100 days away from spring training, so it's heating up a little bit. Daniel Murphy, the free agent, just signed with the Colorado Rockies. This is the most perfect fit that I can think of. I thought that DJ LeMahieu was the perfect fit at second base for the Rockies. No, Daniel Murphy, he's not going to win a Gold Glove. He's not going to get you the most assists in all of baseball. None of that's going to happen. He's actually pretty garbage at fielding the baseball. I'm pretty sure that my mom could do better. But in terms of hitting and actually putting up numbers, he is no joke. He's going to hit 50 doubles. He might hit 35 home runs. He's going to get 120 RBIs with a 330 batting average. He is going to be perfect. He might actually have a 1,000 OPS as well. If you guys don't know what OPS is, OPS just means on-base percentage and slugging percentage put together. So the higher it is, the better hitter you are. So OPS is really good. He's probably going to have plus 1,000, which is MVP numbers. So Daniel Murphy signs a 2-year deal with the Rockies. In other news, Dodgers, we have the Nationals still trying to stay in contention, so they already have Patrick Corbin on their team. They just signed him for a couple years, and then they added Anibal Sanchez as well. If you guys don't know, he had a 2.84, 2.85 ERA last year with the Atlanta Braves. He had a bad year with the Tigers the year before, but he might be back. Let's see if he can bounce back yet again. So the Nationals, they're trying everything to show Bryce Harper that we want you. We want to contend. We don't want you to go anywhere and win a chip because that is going to break our hearts. So yeah, Anibal Sanchez signs with the Washington Nationals. Matt Adams also returns to the Nationals. So he started off 2018 as the first baseman. He had a really good first half. He was then traded to the Cardinals, had a pretty good second half as well, and then he re-signs with the Nationals and has a club option for 2020, so keep that in mind too. They also added Matt Adams, so that's a nice little left-handed bat. Ian Kinsler is getting his cheese. He gets an $8 million deal from the San Diego Padres. I've heard a lot of news about the Padres trying to acquire Noah Syndergaard, trying to acquire Jacob deGrom, all these different big-name pitchers, maybe even Corey Kluber, Trevor Bauer. So these guys are trying to build a team for the future. They just added Francisco Mejia. We know that because the Indians, we're not even going to talk about that. But the Padres, they could be in business within the next couple of years. Who knows? We also saw that Trevor Cahill and Matt Harvey signed with the LA Angels. So that's going to be something that I really want to keep my eyes on. If Shohei can come back healthy towards the second half of the season, if Trevor Cahill can get you a 3.5 ERA, if Matt Harvey can get you a 3.5 ERA, maybe 10 wins each, 15 wins each, and then you combine the fact that they have Mike Trout, they just added Justin Bour, the Angels are looking a little bit better. I'll be honest with you. I hope that they're good because I really want Mike Trout to get one single playoff win because he's never won one in his entire career. I want him to win a chip. So if the Angels can do that this year, I'd be happy. Even though I'm an Indians fan, I wouldn't mind seeing Mike Trout win. The New York Mets finally got their starting catcher. They just signed Wilson Ramos to a long-term deal, or maybe 2 or 3 years, maybe not the most long-term of deals. Another little story that just happened, it's not really the most important of trades, but Jurickson Profar, who actually had a pretty decent 2018. A few years back, we were calling him the next Derek Jeter or the next Jimmy Rollins. I know that's kind of a weird comparison, but he was supposed to be the next big thing. He is only 25 years old. He almost had a 3 WAR last year in 2018, so he does have the talent. He's only 25, so he hasn't hit his prime just yet. He goes to the Oakland Athletics, and you know the A's. They are pretty good at making the most out of minimal players, so we'll see how that turns out. So guys, if you did make it all the way to the end of this video, the first thing I want to say is you're absolutely awesome. You're probably super smart and the most attractive person in your class and where you work. Yeah, you're just the best worker because you made it all the way to the end of this video. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Again, let me know in the comment section down below. Do you think the Dodgers are going to get Bryce Harper? Do you think the Andrew Miller to the Cardinals signing was pretty good and all the other ones that we talked about? And also, I don't know if it's too early to tell, but who do you think is going to win the 2019 World Series? I don't think I can give my opinion until Manny Machado and Bryce Harper sign somewhere. So guys, thank you all so much for watching. I am going to go get a cough drop. I'm going to go turn my heat on because it's freezing in here. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.